Well, good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel, Motorhoming Fun. Well, we'll come out in a little camper van this morning. We're just going to have a little ride out, take the dogs out for a nice little walk over to Irchester Country Park. Yeah, we've been there before everybody, but nice little place to go for a little wander about and that, and we'll just have a little chat when we get there. So we'll see you on the approach in. Bye for now. Welcome back everybody. As you can see, we're just on the approach road up to Irchester Country Park, which is in Northamptonshire. So we've got a little left turn shortly coming up, and we're going to park in the car park just near the entrance. You can go to the one further in where the cafe is, etc., which we'll show you on the walk around, but we like to start our walk here, so we'll take you around. You've got the jungle park here as well, the high wire forest adventure. That's in the treetops. Now this is part of the Northamptonshire Country Park scheme, which we pay an annual membership for, so we try to make the most of coming here and all the other country parks, Barnwell, Sywell, Brigstock, etc. So I think that's about £75 a year now. It seems to be going up every year, it does. So we'll pick a spot and park up. We must remember to put our parking ticket on display. Right, so as you can see, we've come over in the little van conversion, camper van as it is now. So we do like to have a little ride out in this, and the dogs love to sit on the front seat with me. So it's just about all done now, it is. I think just a few little odds and sods. You probably see in the Facebook group on Thursday that we bought a windscreen cover for the van now for those darker nights. We have got the curtains, but we probably thought, well, they're not going to black it out enough and that, so and that's also frost proof as well, gives some protection and that. So as I say, I'm quite pleased with it. Hopefully we'll get out and about in it soon for a bit of a travel around everybody. So as I say, but I'm pleased with how it's turned out. So we'll take you on a walk. So this is the car park as you come in on the left hand side. Basically it's a first left turn. We're going to cross the road again and go over in this direction. I think it's our favourite way around. We're going to basically do probably a 2.5 mile loop. We might try some different variation today, but we'll just take it as it comes. Well, you can probably make out it's one of those dull, dreary autumn days, although it is mild. It was a mild start today, about 17-18 degrees. It does say up to 22, but it's still quite breezy. We've had these strong winds since about Sunday now, and yesterday we had quite a bit of rain on Wednesday morning we did. So tomorrow they do say 24, 25, but and then next week it drops down again. Well, as I told you in the last little walk and talk about at East Carlton Country Park, I did say that we're going to not go ahead with Sky's surgery on her leg now. I think it's a little bit unfair to put it through on her, and that yes, it might need doing in the future. The ligament could go at any point, but it's just something I didn't want her to go through at the moment. So at the moment we've cancelled that. I've also cancelled the pet insurance. It's gone up to £180 a month now, so we're just doing a little savings scheme for Sky now. We're currently saving £100 in the bank each month, and if we need to use it, we do. If we need to have that surgery done, unfortunately, we're going to have to withstand the cost now. Right, we just veered off. We're going to have a look for these little fake dinosaur eggs, which I think is in this little section. I'm going to try not to waffle on too much on this video, everybody. Just let you enjoy the park and the scenery. So there it is, one of the fake dinosaur eggs, and that what they put here. I think all the kids love this little bit of a feature they do. I think we all find dinosaurs fascinating. We'll get a little bit further and we'll probably take Bo off her lead as well. Well, we're filming on the Pocket 3 today. It's a camera I haven't used much. Most of the van camera work was done on the Action 5, but this is the, as I say, the Pocket 3 with a gimbal and that, so it's make a nice change to use it. We're filming in 4K 30, everybody. Some people like to know what we do film the resolution in. I think Bo's lagging behind a little bit, as she does. She does enjoy her little walks with us, I think. We'll get another one there. Another dinosaur egg. Well, we are hoping to get away at some point, everybody. Last week, as you know, we cancelled the trip to Woolacombe and Minehead. We did lose out on the Woolacombe campsite a bit for cancellation. Minehead, not too bad, that was a £5 loss. That was a caravan and motorhome club, which we basically paid deposit. But just got to see where Bo's gone. Well, she's here. Yeah, the other contributing factor was the habitation door on my motorhome was playing up. It was in a permanently locked position, so it did mean getting in and out of the cab doors. Well, that's fixed now. We managed to get the panel off the back of the doors. We did break a couple of clips in the process. I did find an article on Google where somebody else had a similar problem with the same van, and it turned out to be the same for me. We found a broken spring in the lock. So initially a friend of my sister's found a spring, but it was a little bit too weak, so I did buy a pack of springs, and yesterday, Wednesday, we finally got it in and put back together. So that's all working now, the motorhome. So we basically got two little transport vehicles for going about in, everybody. Right, we'll keep heading up here. As you can see, lovely wooded walk, mostly pine trees here. We've got the old quarry workings on the right hand side. We've got that little bit of a fake crane, which we'll show you in a minute when we get a little bit closer. I do think we made the right call as well, weather-wise, for Woolacombe and Minehead. I've been watching the weather down there the last few days, and especially from Sunday onwards. I think it would have been pretty horrendous. I think we would have been sitting about for many hours in the motorhome, just watching the rain and watching the wind. and as I said, it's 250 miles almost to get there, 250 back, so it's a lot of miles, a lot of diesel just to sit about, but we'll get down that way possibly next year. We've got a lot happening coming up, everybody, so nothing planned at the moment. Mum's having a couple of eyes done, starting in 2 weeks' time, cataracts, and then following up with the other. I've got my next consultation with my shoulder surgeon on the 7th as well. I had the MRI scan done week last Monday, and then I got my back consultation in October the 25th, I think. So as I say, we're not planning nothing at the moment, we'll just go away on the spur of the moment. Right, so we're coming up to this little bit of a fake crane drag line they put here, and that we'll try and walk over the top of it. The dogs aren't that keen and that, but they generally do follow me, and that, as I said before, a lot of this quarry workings were for the stone. Certainly Wembley Stadium, the old Wembley Stadium, I remember it being used, and that, and we'll have a look what else on the boards, but this is it. Come on. As I say, they're not keen on walking here. A bit like a cattle grid, but we'll show you. If they follow, they do. If not, they'll hang back. But as you can see, they got a fake bucket down there as well. And as I say, this was a quarry, and that's so many moons ago, and that's so. Sky's followed me, but Bo's just hanging back. She's very uncertain, Sky. Right, so there's a little bit of a inflammation board. As I say, we've got Wembley, we've got Sydney Harbour Bridge, London Underground, and that, so it was used in various places. This is basically what the stone is. It's a dark coloured stone. Right, regarding going away in the little camper, I want to try and do 2 nights quite local somewhere. So at the moment we're thinking of Ferry Meadows near Peterborough. It's got some nice lakes there you can walk around for the dog, and you also got the Nen Valley Steam Railway there as well to have a little bit of a look round. It's literally probably about 25 miles from me, from home. We've been there a couple of times. We've never filmed a YouTube from there. That was before the days of my YouTube and that, but as I say, we're just waiting for the right couple of days, the right weather and that, and then we'll shoot off, everybody. So another little viewing point overlooking the quarry face. Well, a few people have messaged me in the last 24 hours mentioning about the new DJI drone which come out Wednesday, yesterday. It's a new Mini 5 Pro. Was I intending to buy it? At the moment, I've got no initial thoughts of buying it. I think we've got enough drones to play with, and that, yes, it's got some new features, but at the end of the day, it doesn't do a lot more or anything different to what I've got, and the cheapest option is about £700 for the drone and a controller, which I don't need the controller because it's the same one as what they use on other drones, but unfortunately you can't just buy the drone on its own. So yeah, so we're just giving it thoughts at the moment. As I say, money is precious now. We're not working, we don't have that weekly income now. We're on our private pension and that, and I just think, yes, years gone by I would have not hesitated, just bought it on the day, but now I just think, nah, we've got 4 or 5 drones already, which, as I say, serve their purpose.
There's a lot of colors, I don't know where to go. See a lot of colors, only feeling blue. There's a lot of colors, lost within a haze. Don't rely on others to get you through the maze. The dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore while you're on the open sea. Cannot take this anymore.
Right, had a few people asking as well, how much did the camper van cost to convert from a van? All in told, everybody, with all the accessories inside as well, saucepans, plates and everything, all bedding, cushions, you name it, TV brackets, curtains, fake ivy, carpet, everything involved what you've seen on my previous video. Yeah, so everything basically what you've seen, including the new windscreen cover now. We just bought a little bin, etc. Total cost come in at about £2,500, everybody. So the van is basically worthless, and that it's 18 years old and that, but I've had it from brand new. It was my van. And that it's done 100,000 miles, but as I say, in the last 18 months, 2 years, it had a basically new engine, a rebuild, and that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it should do what I want it to do, and that. But it's made a nice little camper for very little money. I think if you're going to buy something similar spec or whatever, you'd probably be looking, I don't know, nowadays probably 20 grand or something for something not very old. Yes, I know it's got the age against it, but for what it has inside, as I say, 2,500 for a completed camper, I don't think is too bad. Well, we just have a wander in here, possibly not. Here you got a little play area, a little eagle, and that there's a similar one to this, spider and that, but I'm really showing you this for people who have never been to Irchester, who are picking up on this video, and something for the kids. You can see it's an ideal place for you to come on your bikes, and that lots of families come here in the holidays and weekends, and that with the bikes, and that, as I say, there's different tracks and routes you can go and through the forest, and that's it's a lovely little setting. Right, we can go to the right here, you can go to the left, we can cut through the trees in the middle. Well, you can probably pick up the colours on the leaves are changing now. So middle of September now, so it won't be long before they're all coming off the trees. Well, we've currently got only one trip planned and booked for 2026 at the moment. That was from Easter last year when we didn't go to Uphill Marina and the campsite near Weston-super-Mare. That is booked for, I think, the first day after the first bank holiday in May, but we just don't know when my shoulder surgery is going to happen at the moment. I'd like to think it's going to happen this side of Christmas and we can get a few months recovery afterwards, so you never know, that might well get cancelled again, everybody. This is why we're a bit hesitant of booking trips, so as I say, mainly spur of the moment midweek trips it's going to be now. Possibly would like to go back up to Norfolk later in the year, end of October, November. Probably go in the little van this time. Like to do a little bit more touring around Blakeney and Cray, is it, Sheringham, Cromer, Walcott, and that, as I say, the little van will give us a little bit of options for going out in the day rather than being stuck in one place. So we'll see soon. So this is the Spider and that little play area. A little slide there, and that, these were constructed during COVID times. So we're heading around to the main car park area, the cafe and the toilets. We tend to avoid coming here on a Saturday morning. It's another one of those places what have one of those park runs, so it's extremely busy. Right, so we're coming up to the main car park, cafe area, right down the bottom end, basically straight on where I'm pointing everybody. There's a little small railway museum. That's only opens, I think, weekends for a few hours a day, so we have been down there before and had a look through the fence and that, but as I say, it's never been open when we've been. I think it's just a small admission fee to have a look in there, just as I say, because there was a little railway here for the quarry workings. I think it's all about that, but as I say, we're coming up to the cafe area and the car park now. So this is a cafe. Ice cream section's not open, but I'm sure the rest is for a coffee. It's called the Quarryman Rest Cafe. So that's the Quarryman Cafe. There's a few outdoor tables. You've got some indoor seating there for wet days. And you've got the toilets in front. If you've got a disabled badge, unfortunately you still have to pay the parking here, everybody, which is, I think it's about £3.50 for a couple of hours now, or a little bit more if you want longer. You've got the main little kiddies play area in front, and we just have a little wander around to the jungle park. So this is the jungle park, high wire forest adventure. You can probably see £19 adventure course, explorer course 27, 4 adults £90. Sky, don't go too far. I wouldn't think it's open today, obviously kids are at school, but weekends I would say it would be open, everybody. Where does it say here? Jungle Park is run most weekdays, every weekend from February to November. First session begins at 10 AM, last session 4 PM, winter 3 PM. We do recommend you book online. So it possibly is open today. We're a little bit early, so not as though we're going to do it, everybody. I think our days for that are well and truly over. Right, so we're going to explore another route on the way back to the camper now. I'm totally unsure whether we've done this little route before.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark? From so far away, show us where we are. What makes the sun go
Well, for all the rain we've had, everybody, it's not too bad for puddles and mud-wise and that, so we've just got normal shoes on today. So, not really cool whether I'm being this way or not.
Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights.
We get lost, everybody.
Always keep on
We
pouring
can probably
down
film another
when it's grey outside.
in the jungle
It really makes me
TV series from
wonder.
here.
Yeah, it makes me wonder.
Oh, what we found here.
It really makes me wonder.
What would you say that was, everybody? This little sort of turtle, otter possibly. You got a little memorial bench there. Come on, Sky, you're not meant to be running about. Come on, this way.
Shine like gold until winter comes. Until winter comes. Until winter comes.
Well, she's gone somewhere.
It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder.
Right, we're now back on a route. I seem to remember coming. I thought, wow, how picturesque with these tall pine trees. As I say, there's somewhere different to walk here, any direction. Not many people about today, being a weekday as well, which is a pleasure. As you can see, we're still in shorts, everybody.
It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I just wonder. It really makes me wonder.
Reminds me of walking through the pine forest at Wells next to the sea.
Makes me wonder.
If anybody's looking for a little deal, an offer,
Makes me wonder.
currently doing a 5 nights for the price of 4. They are, so it's well worth going there, everybody. It's not the cheapest campsite, but it is a pretty lovely location with the beach and Wells itself. and Holcombe and that, so the whole complete area is worth venturing to. Right, I think we've got to go up some steps in a minute. I think it's all coming back now, this little route. Right, we'll see you at the top, because this is where we get out of breath, everybody.
Gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I will leave my
Alright, as always, out of breath.
the sound of people talking, the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly.
Alright, so we come out at Big Foot Pond, it says.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be.
No water in that, everybody. I think you all know it's been a pretty dry summer. It's only been the last few weeks we've had some rain. Right, we'll head down this main track section. You can see there's some workers here. Obviously been cutting the grass and they're raking it in. So I guess these are volunteers. Right, so we're just coming back onto the pathway now, where we walked initially, everybody, and as I say, we're just heading back to the camper. By the time we get back, it'll be a nice little 3-mile walk this morning. So as I say, Sky has been doing a little bit of a running about. We are trying to do more lead walks, but as I say, how can you restrict a dog who loves to be out and about in the countryside, in the woodlands, on the beaches and that? As I say, I don't think she would have been happy put through that surgery. As I say, if it needs to happen, we'll do it, everybody, but she's 10 now, and as you know, all surgeries are a risk with the anaesthetic and everything, so I just could not put her through it, especially with me having my surgery again. I don't want us both incapacitated and that, because as I say, once I do get my shoulder done, we'll be back to just walking one dog, I'm afraid. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming on this walk with me, Sky and Bo this morning. I do appreciate it. If you've made it to the end, please do leave a comment and a like, and if you want to see more of our travels in the future, local walks, drone footage, please could you subscribe and hit the bell icon, everybody. So as I say, we're just heading back now, and we'll see you all soon. Right, we made it back, everybody. As I say, that was about a 3-mile walk this morning, so we'll do it all again soon, everybody. So bye for now.